All right, so I am live. Let's see who comes on in. Only thing about StreamYard, it don't tell you when people come on. Like they got a comment, and you look up, and they'll tell you who's on here. It's weird. But hey, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Happy Sunday. Hopefully, got your notifications on because I did put it in the community chat to come on in and to our new time for the Sunday Power Hours, which is at 12 now on Sundays. And I think that's a good time for everybody because everybody's home if you're not in church, but most people are home. And at 7 o'clock, people like to wind down and get ready for the work week. And some people and it's about to be summertime, so people want to be out and about. So I think noon will be a good prep. But come on in, share this out if you're not here. But if you do come in, put hashtag post Bmorecation because we got a lot to talk about. And for people who are replaying this, you can put replay gang or Bmorecation. Mish, happy Sunday, Mish. Oh my God, happy Sunday. I'm glad you're here. Don't worry. Fashion Trey is here. Well, Fashion Tree, I said Trey. Fashion Tree is here. Hey y'all. Happy Sunday. All right. So we're going to get this thing started. We're going to talk about post Bmorecation, how we planned it, how from the start to the finish, some things that took place during Bmorecation. Some things we don't show behind the scenes. It ain't for the camera; it's for the community, for us. But we will talk about some things, and then talk about what's to come in the future because we created a bond with my team. We are a bond, and we still use our group chat to check in and to make sure that everybody's good. But let's get this started because I know it's Power Hour. It's a Sunday, and I have to get ready for church. But I have my special guests are joining me, and I am so excited. They are here. They are excited to talk about Bmorecation, all the planning, everything. So first to bring to the stage, I'm going to bring the lovely, my Auntie Etta. Hi, Auntie Etta.
Hi, Trey, nephew. Hi, everybody.
This is my Auntie Etta, y'all. If y'all don't know, we'll talk about how we came about, and that's always on the vlogs as well. How we all came about and everything. And we literally are family sometimes. But I am glad she was able to make it in on this afternoon. And next we have the person that everybody was so happy to see because you find her in the chats, but you'll never see her face. And I need her to turn her camera on because I don't see her face. Everybody, let's welcome in Kelly Kells.
Hey guys, I can't turn my camera on just yet, but I got you.
Hi, Kelly.
Good afternoon.
We'll welcome Kelly to the stage, to the platform, and we are praying that Kelly will start her channel soon because we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that too because I got some stuff to tell about Kelly. But we're gonna get into that. But happy Sunday, family! How are you guys?
Sunday.
How you doing? Post Bmorecation, Auntie Etta. How you feeling?
Fine. I'm just starting to edit and get stuff out though. So
yeah, I did see some of your videos going out, and
yes.
I do. So this is my issue. I see stuff, I start watching them, and you get so into the videos that you forget to comment.
You need to edit.
Right? My editing. Oh my God! I was like, no, I'm gonna get this stuff out now. but yeah, Kelly, how you feeling post Bmorecation?
I'm feeling great. I feel like every day I think about something that happened during that weekend. Like every day, a memory just pops up in my mind, and I'm like, dang, I wish we could go back to last weekend.
I know. And but the weather, I felt the weather was better last weekend than this weekend because it rained like hell this weekend. And it said it was supposed to be warm this weekend, and
Not.
It rained like crazy. It rained like crazy now. So I would choose last weekend for the weather. I mean, we still had a great time. Nisha said, Dre, sorry I missed your love. Happy
Hi,
Sunday. Hey, Mish.
Twin.
Coming on Sunday. I don't know what happened, but you know what? It's all fine. We still love you, boo.
Hey, Fashion Tree.
Here. Me said she loves the backdrop. You know, I'm always doing something dramatic, and me, I like to do
I
things.
love that.
Everybody saying hello, hello. Even saying, hey, Auntie Edna is here, the creator and founder of all of everything.
Right.
Is here. Auntie V is here.
Hey, Veronica.
Auntie V is here. They're still saying hello, everybody. It's mad cold. It is breezy, but you know, today is the first of the month. It's about to be summertime. Hopefully, the warm weather is coming. I keep looking at my app. But yeah, let's get into it. Auntie JT is here.
Hi, JT.
Yes.
I'm glad you calling our names because I can't see.
You can't. Oh. I thought you could see. I was like, you're in your phone, right? Are you in your
Yes.
phone? Okay. Let me see it.
Tiny letters.
Kaya's here.
Hey, Kaya boo.
All right. Like no one had kids that oh, okay. They couldn't find a babysitter. It's so fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. There will be other events that we all can come together and meet. And David's here, of course. David. No McDonald's.
Hello, David.
We don't cook we cook on Sundays. We don't do no fast food on Sundays. We make pancakes and stuff. But anyway, so let's get into this conversation. All right. So just to start off, how Bmorecation came about, if you guys don't know, and please share this video out. So I met Auntie Etta for the first time at Bmorecation. That's what we found out. Yeah, and we found out, but even before Bmorecation, we of course, we all in the community chats. We found out we both were from Baltimore. We found out that we had a connection when we added each other on Facebook, and our connection was my auntie Nadine, who was one of my church members at the time of the church that I grew up in, and me and Auntie Nadine danced together on the dance ministry, not knowing that she was the cousin of Auntie Ella.
Yeah, my first best friend as a cousin. That was crazy,
right? And it was just so interesting, and finally I was like, oh my god, it's funny who you know. And Baltimore isn't a big city, but it isn't a small city. So
it's small to more.
It's big at the same time. So so we communicated through Facebook, and then of course we met each other for the first time at Bmorecation. Y'all can go back and watch the Bmorecation videos. I know I have some up. Auntie Ada had some up, and I got Bmorecation videos. But that was the start of a good bond from us.
Yeah.
And then Kelly came about. So Kelly and I, we actually worked together for some years, and we like me and Kelly was like thick as thieves. You see me, you seen Kelly. Like we will always be out and about, and partying, having a good old time. And Kelly joined the YouTube community by looking at my YouTube videos, and she just inserted herself in and became one of us. And everybody loves Kelly.
And she's not AI.
And she's not AI.
I love you guys too.
She is not AI at all. And everybody's excited to see her. But after Bmorecation, we all decided, who would be the next city. And of course, Auntie Veronica chose Chicago. But after Chicago, people were like, what's next? And I text Auntie Ed. I was like, you know what? Let's show them how we do it in Baltimore. Like let's make Baltimore the next cation. But how did you feel about going next after Chication, Auntie Etta?
First of all, it was a surprise. I think y'all talked about it on the Alaska trip.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all had decided the dates and everything. So it was, I was like, oh, next, what we have to do? So I just kind of I just hit the wheel, what they say? Hit the dirt running or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what you need? What we doing? Let's just go.
Yeah, and I believe it was on Alaska where we were deciding to do Bmorecation, because they was asking what's the next station.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to figure out the time frame. And I was throwing out like weekends here and there to see. But of course, people weren't available at that time because people were already doing their different trips, and different vacations and family events and stuff. So,
Yeah.
so I thought about, well, what about Memorial Day weekend? I mean, it's a holiday weekend. People are off on that Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Be warm. Hopefully the weather will be good. And we were praying. So I'm like, I saw everybody on Alaska trip on Bmorecation. I'm like, how about Memorial Day weekend? And the first person that said something about Memorial Day weekend was Auntie JT. She the first thing she said, let's do it. I'm free. Let's go. Let's do it. So I was like, okay. And then we just started passing the word around on the ship and was like, yeah, let's do Memorial Day. And people were looking at their calendars like, oh, I'm free. There's something going on that day. So let's do Memorial Day. And so, knowing that Kelly was a part of the community, I'm like, well, let's include Kelly because
Mm-hmm.
she can give her good insight of Baltimore
Yes.
because nobody has seen her, nobody knows who
Mm-hmm.
she is, and so people started following her on Instagram. And to me, Kelly is a vlogger, but she's not a YouTube vlogger. But Kelly vlogs on Instagram. If
Yeah,
you're
I
not,
was about to say I'm more of an Instagram vlog.
she posts
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
everything on Instagram. Like she posted her whole life story on Instagram, and I love it. And she even posted her views and her discussions on Instagram. So if you're not following her Instagram, y'all please go on Kelly's Instagram. She does a lot on her Instagram, and it's
It's
really
Myers underscore MSMYERS_.
she posts a
All
lot.
right now.
She posts a lot of good content. She posts a lot of good discussions, especially with her job. Of course, her going to get her crab boils. She loves a good crab boil. But yeah, so let's get into the planning of Bmorecation. So we started planning in November because I moved back to Baltimore in um, October or September, Octoberish. So of course we got a group chat together. I think Auntie Ada got us together first. Believe you got us in a group chat. You text,
I don't know.
I believe you text all of us was like, okay, y'all, let's start planning. They want
Oh
us.
yeah, because
The
time was
time was
going.
start
Yes.
moving. So
Yes.
she said, let's start planning. So
Yes.
we get the ball rolling. We was throwing out ideas, and the first place, of course, was to book the hotel. Where were people going to stay? And then a lot of people did ask that weekend, why did we choose the Sheraton? And the reason why the reason why I chose the Sheraton is because of the location. One, because I mean we could have chose different areas like downtown Baltimore or like White Marsh or West something in West Baltimore. Like there's a hotel in Pikesville. There's hotels all around. But the reason why I chose first the Sheraton and brought it to the team in agreements because one, Towson is an area, even though it's not the city, it's the county. You can get to any point of the city from Towson.
Mm-hmm.
It's a central location in the county / city. You have different eateries there. There's a big mall there that's still booming with name brand stores. The hotel was going through renovations at the time because I did visit that hotel 2 years prior for a wedding. We stayed there for the weekend, and I'm like, well, this is a good place. They got a pool. They got different rooms that we could use, but we'll talk about that later. um, and it was a good common space for everybody to just come and greet. Parking was free. I don't know, there was some miscommunication about paying for parking, but parking was free, even though I did not stay, me and Brandon didn't stay at the hotel, and Kylie didn't stay at the hotel. We still was able to get in and out with our validation stickers. But I think it was a good central location, especially like when we run to go to certain places, and it's the weekend. 695 is not backed up to get places. 83 was not backed up to get anywhere, and even if we took York Road down through the city, it still wasn't really backed up. We did that coming back on Sunday. So, how did you feel about the hotel, Auntie Ada?
I was happy that it was at near mall because sometimes people need last minute things, but two, not even thinking about how much we had to do. I was just happy it was near food spots. But I think we just should have informed, though we did mention it previously, we should have done like a full play-by-play of what's to be expected in that area because there were so many stores and so many, little places to go if they needed something. So I just think we could have, um, reiterated that a couple of times because it was mentioned, but probably not often enough to make anyone think about it or soon enough in our page to make people remember, oh yeah, well I can go here or go there, but I just wanted to do it there. I just wanted to do it there at the mall because I don't do malls. The last time I really did a mall was probably a quick run for something to get somebody for Christmas, maybe. But other than that, I was just excited just to be in the area that was comparable to a bunch of store options. So, again, I agree that it's perfect location for jumping on 695, getting to 83 or whatever. East side, west side, because we were more east, but we weren't as far east as White Marsh.
Right.
And we were close to west because it was like, boom, we're right there.
Yep.
So that was a great spot. It's just too cold in that sucker.
Right. And if you guys,
I didn't understand that.
Right. And if you guys are here in the chat that were part of Bmorecation, you can put your experience as well in the chats, and we'll read them for everybody and piggyback on them. Kylie, how did you feel about the hotel?
I actually loved the hotel. I loved the area that it was in because it was in a safe area. I also love the fact that it had an indoor pool, which looked really nice from you guys' vlogs. I like that because when the hosts weren't there, y'all made y'all own fun. Like y'all went to the pool, did y'all own independent thing. And I just love that for y'all. It was cold. The hallways were freezing.
They were.
But from what I saw in Miss Etta's room, the rooms were really nice. It was clean, it was modern, it was renovated. So yeah. But like Miss Etta said, I feel like we could have reiterated some things as far as the parking validation went, because I didn't even know that parking could be validated. My first day I did pay. And then Dre told me, like, no, go get your card validated. But other than that, it was cool.
Okay. Yeah, cool beans. Yeah. So the parking was validated, and a lot of people. Some people did drive in, like Auntie Edna and JT and Auntie Sister and Kisha and all the. They drove in. I think Fast and Tree drove in, and Auntie Annie drove in. And I think that was it. I think everybody else flew in or put the train in. So like I said, it's easy to get to from the airport. It's about like 15-20 minutes up 695. It wasn't I tried to get a good location within the city where so you can get to your destination to leave from home, to go home or come in. Like the train station, Penn Station, is only like 15 minutes off North Avenue, straight up Greenmount, and the Greenmount turns to York Road. From the airport, if there's no traffic, it's about a good 15-20 minutes because you're getting from either 295 or 95 up to 695. So it was a given traffic.
So when I dropped Kaya off, I think I can't remember exactly what time we left, but she wanted to get there at 4. It was a little after 4 a.m. when I had dropped her off, but I know it was after 3 when we left. So I'm thinking if not 30, 35, somewhere in there. And that was 2, 3 in the morning. So, but I think that's, I could say 30, 35 maybe minutes. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So if you were speed demon like me and kind
and on the phone, texting.
Right.
Y'all better rectify that. Y'all better stop that mess.
It's funny. We were running errands for the weekend, and Auntie Etta and we like making sure everybody here that we on the way, something like that. And Auntie Etta's like, I know you're not texting while you driving on the phone. I was like, yeah, just make sure everything is fine.
And then Kelly goes, me too. I was like, oh my God, y'all.
I was like, yes, ma'am. She's like,
all the texting stop.
and Kelly piggied into about, well, I'm driving and texting. But us millennials, we think we're invincible, and nothing's going to happen.
No more.
So let's talk about the first. Let's talk about the first day, Friday, arrival and everything. Now, granted, that's kicking out here right then and there. Granted, Kelly and I did not stay at the hotel. We were not there to actually greet everyone for the simple fact that everyone was coming in at different time frames. My idea was to greet everyone at the meet and greet. To when we start hosting and everybody getting there and giving their hugs and pouring liquor down our throats. I'm like, Jesus, I walk through the door, jumping happy, and with the first thing I get, Veronica throwing the bottle down my So but yeah, I mean, Auntie Ada was there to greet some people. Like we were literally like trying to gather everything and get you guys prepped and excited. Auntie Ada, you want to piggyback on the greeting and the welcoming?
So, unfortunately, Friday morning and the early part of Friday consisted of a lot of errand running. You and Kelly were doing a lot to get, everything to the location. So what I think everybody did not understand, usually when you get to a location, the meet and greet or whatever, you get your own food. You have your own stuff. You select what you want, whatever. We were trying to avoid that. And Jay Boogie wanted some hip hop chicken.
Yes,
So in order to avoid you guys having to rip and run to get the food, we were trying to really host and have chicken ready, have, the souvenirs and everything that. So it just consisted of a lot. And currently it's no excuse, but currently I'm one person. Well, I was two people down last week and this week because one of my people left and it was just me. So I was going to work. So, I informed everyone that I will be coming in around 3. So when I got there, fortunately, it was, little sprinkles of folks, still hanging around. You all found a way to go feed yourselves. You all found a way to entertain yourselves. Some it was had me cracking up. Were gone. I mean, sitting and chilling and really enjoying themselves. Miss Andrea and Tanya.
Right. And that's
I mean, sat down and had a good time.
And that's the good thing of that area because they were able to go out and explore until we got there. And granted that, where we are, where Brandon and I are now, we're like 30, 45 minutes from the city. So we literally had to go get the van. Granted, y'all, we're still in Maryland. I still live in Maryland. I'm still from Baltimore. But the area that we live in right now, and we're going to stay in, we are 30, right, because I love it down here now. I don't know why. We'll talk about that later. But, like I said, we're 30, 45 minutes away, and we had to go pick up the transportation for you guys, and that was another thing for a different miscommunication we got from the actual company, but we were able to get it in time, and then making sure that it was cleaned out perfectly for you guys and gassed up, and we just went zoom straight into the city. And just picking up last minute stuff to make sure that everybody was good and we can just sped on for the weekend. Because we were like, I picked up the chickens, picked up the sides, and made sure that we had drinks and make sure I had the souvenirs prepped and ready for everybody. So it's like if I watch on either, I don't think it's my vlog, but I think it's Auntie Etta vlog and Kaya's vlog. When I had pulled up, on TV was like it was Auntie Etta, my aunt, it was SWV, which I know was Val, and Kaya and V. Like everybody was there, and I was trying to find a push cart to get the food and stuff on so we can take it back to the meet and greet. And they holding us up because RTV wanted to be the daggone. She wanted to just ride the daggone cart.
Oh my god!
I'm outside looking for him. Like, come on, y'all, we gotta get this stuff because the attendant. I think he was like the assistant general manager or something. Like he was telling cars where to go. We couldn't stay there after a while in front of the hotel. He was really irritating me. We were trying to get everything prepped, and he was irritating the hell out of me. But in due time, they came out with the cart and we were able to load the cart on. And then from there, it was more issues. Yeah, we could tell the back end now because it's over. There was more issues with the rep I was dealing with we had a room reserved for us to do our meet and greet, and they were setting it up for us, but they did not tell us that we could not have food there because for some fact that they charge for people to bring outside food. It was okay because they said we could use the common area, and the common area was big enough for all of us. And even though there was a wedding about to start, it was a wedding every day there. Like it
every
was,
day.
and it was like it was Indians. Like yeah, it was like Indian weddings, and they turned. But I did not want us to interfere with their stuff that they had going on, but we were fine. Like
Right.
we set up for the meet and greet. Everybody came out, although we did not use the actual room that they had for us. But we were able to set up in the common area that had enough space for us. We was able to eat, get the drinks in us, and start the weekend off right. And granted, I told Kelly to be there. We told Kelly to be there at a certain period of time, and Kelly got there after the fact.
Okay, I love it. I love
it. And look, she popped up right when we talk about her.
So about that,
I love it. Bring them out.
Okay, call
first
out.
and foremost, I want to apologize to you guys for not being on time for everything all weekend. I have to get better with being on time. It's ghetto.
Kelly was like, it's funny we could talk about this now. Kelly was texting us like, I'm going to go get the shirt. I got the shirts for us to wear. We were supposed to have our shirts on before, we met with everybody. So when Kelly pulled up, I'm running outside because she had a whole box full of alcohol. We're bringing in. And she had the shirt and stuff. I'm getting undressed outside
in the
garage, putting my shirt on because she already had a shirt on. To come in and like, no, hey, I already had a nice outfit on. I'm chained down my host. I was like, the host is finally here. So yeah. Oh, well, let me go back to the chat.
It was all good. The bathroom was right there. I said, Kelly, I'm going right there.
And and when we got there, the bathrooms were closed because they was cleaning them for the wedding.
Yes.
So by the time our meet and greet started, it was already they opened them up. So that was good.
Yeah.
David said, shut up, David. Did we get as many tourists from England as Delaware does? Shut up. Baltimore get a bunch of Baltimore is a tourist city. People come to Baltimore for our museums, for our food. We have the National Aquarium here, the Science Center, the zoo, which I haven't been to the zoo since I was in elementary school. I'd rather do DC Zoo, but kind of find out they expanded the zoo in Baltimore. So I found out through a vlog. But Baltimore has a lot of culture, a lot of history, good food, eat. So a lot of people do come to Baltimore, even though they put a bad name on our city. Baltimore is a beautiful, awesome city, and everybody loves our accent. I don't care how many people say they can't stand how we say to, do, you. People love our accent because they talk about us. They keep our names in their mouth.
It's a very historical city. People love to come to visit the museums. If nothing else, they want to see what the inner harbor looks like. But it's a very historical city because of Fort McHenry, things like that, the Blacks and Wax Museum. So people are very, well now, thank God, Reginald Lewis Museum. So people are very interested in the culture of the city. So yeah, it's popular for tourism.
Yeah, and it's funny because during the drive down to the harbor when we were about to do the balloon release, I was my aunt was like, oh my God, we're the ones driving the luxury. We're gonna drive. This is the luxury of us. Auntie V said they can have the daycare van. We're driving. I was like, but as we were driving, we were trying to give like a history lesson to them because Baltimore is very historic. We are a war state. Like we are a historic state. So we were trying to give some lessons about Baltimore. Hey, Alicia. Hey, happy Sunday. Hey, thank you for coming in. Auntie Michelle.
Hi, Michelle Sugar.
Congratulations. She hit me up too. She said, "Why I should have mailed her their certificate."
Oh, I saw
because the way V was like out of it, she don't know if they were getting that. V better give them their certificate. I'm not playing.
Oh God!
Arrival day was a good time. It was, and like Auntie Ella said, Arrival day felt like Embarkation day. It really did feel like Embarkation day. Traveling, getting to the port, checking in, making sure the room was good, getting some food. It felt like a cruise Bmorecation day, and I was tired. Even before we even left the hotel to go downtown, I was tired already. I was tired. I'm like, I'm ready to go home and get in the bed. I was tired. It seems like the older you get now, like I'm like we're not young, we're not like me and Kelly, we get old. I'm getting close to 40. I'm knocking on 40 in 3 years. But it's like the older you get, the more you drink. And I'm starting to feel how the older ones are now feeling when they say it's like you starting to get tired early. But Auntie JC said drinks, hip hop chicken, and Mrs. Janice and Miss Annie treats for the best.
Yes.
You guys, when Mama Janice and Mr. King got there with them 2 cakes, first of all, we thought one of those cakes was a peach or apple cobbler. When we cut it open, when I tasted it, I said, this tastes like buttermilk pie. And people up north, we don't do buttermilk pie. They don't know what buttermilk pie is because we'll do sweet potato pie. But buttermilk pie is like a custard pie they do in the South. And Brandon was on it because Brandon's used to buttermilk pie, what they call it chest pie in Texas. But it tastes like buttermilk pie, but kind of found out it was the gooey butter cake. And she told us like it felt like it was like a cake and a cookie mixed together. It like a brownie, but it was actually a cake. It tastes so good. When I tell y'all, Mama Janet can bake and cook her tail off. Like, oh my God. And that coconut vanilla cake with lemon curd in the listen.
I don't even eat coconut, and that was delicious.
It was delicious.
She did her thing with those cakes. And then Auntie Annie came in. And it's funny I say Auntie Annie because we got Auntie Annie pretzel.
Right.
But Auntie Annie came with her homemade oatmeal cream pies.
They melt in your mouth.
Oh my God. It's like it tastes better than the store-bought.
Yes.
It was so
natural.
So moist, so natural. Oh my God. Me said y'all spread was nice. Thank you so much. Look, listen. And I they can piggyback on what I'm about to say, but I think us in Baltimore, we are perfectionists. We like to do things big and really host really, really well. Like we put an impression on people. We want to put a great impression on people. And that's why we wanted to make sure everything was set up properly, nice. So when people come out, they be like, oh, y'all really do love us and care about us. Listen, we put our hard work into making sure things were planned precisely and to a T to give y'all a good impression of our Baltimore. Do y'all agree?
Yes. Yes.
All right. But the best part of vacation, the downtime to explore and see some things independently. Yes. And that's once again, that's why we were in the area we're in, because we wanted y'all to go out and explore on your own and see our city. Even though we were in North Baltimore, we wanted y'all to just enjoy it on yourself when we're not around. Because we're not around because we're still planning and prepping for you guys. We were like trying to make sure things were going to be still going forward, i.e. we couldn't go on the boat ride. Thanks to Veronica and Edna for bringing their weather to be more. And it's funny because Auntie Edna always say this. She said, if it rains during our trip or the weather's bad, she always say it's her fault. Because every time she go on a trip, the weather is either bad or it rains. And then
I have a question.
Yeah.
So did anybody go out independently? Did anybody explore?
I believe some people did. Like Auntie Andrea and Auntie Tanya. They went to eat at the Cheesecake Factory. I think some people went to the mall. Like Kaya and them went to the mall to explore. Okay. I know JT and them went out. JT said she wanted to go out, and it's crazy.
JT is the dip off queen for real. Yeah. JT knows how to entertain herself.
I wanted to. If I was still living in the city, I wanted to take Auntie JT to the Amish market, which is literally like 10 minutes up the road in Cockeysville, like Timonium, because she loves going to like the Amish market. We wasn't able to go to the thrift store, the thrift place in Old Town Mall, which we was literally down there, but it didn't cross our mind. And
actually, me and her, we literally rode right by.
Right, I think we really was down there.
Remember when I was telling you about the Carmelo Anthony Center? It's like right in that area.
Honestly, because you went.
I went all the way down.
You went to Fells Point. You was going towards Fells Point for some reason. I don't know why you going to Fells Point. She thought.
Actually, the GPS was taking me that way. I don't know why.
I don't know why you going to Fells Point and we trying to get down to. You trying to get down to Federal. And she going to, but that's good though because you were able to show her more of the city And with my stomping ground, the East Side, like down in the Hopkins area and everything. But that's good. So it's like it was certain things we wanted to do, and it didn't cross our mind to remember to do. But then it was sometimes where they wanted to stay at the hotel and just chill and party. And to bring that up, because we're going to talk about it, Kelly, because this is like I said, we are perfectionists. We are. We had an itinerary for us to do, but some people wanted to stay and just chill and relax, and that's what we did at locations. That's what we did in Delaware. Like we literally, certain things we like. Do we want to do, or do we just want to stay back and chill and just be around each other we love and just get to know one another and just have fun? And that was the option we chose, especially when we did the going down to Artscape. There were some people that stayed back, and when they saw our pictures and the crowd of people that was on there, then it was like, oh yeah, I'm glad they stayed. And we get it. We have some seasoned saints, and that's what we call in the church, our older generation, we call them seasoned saints because we don't want to disrespect them of their age. But we have some seasoned saints, that don't like doing a lot of walking or standing. And in the festival, you do walk around, sightsee, shop. But there was musical guests, and we were out in the open, and there was a hell of a lot of people.
Yes,
which I did not expect to be that big. But in Baltimore, when
I was shocked.
This is my thing in Baltimore, when you don't got the money to go see the artists when they come to town, and you can see them for free, they gonna come out. And people was bringing their kids down there. So it was packed. And I do understand why some people did stay behind, but we had a good time either way. And it's funny because Auntie Edna said this. When myself and Auntie Edna, when we got down there and we were walking under the bridge, people were calling us and yelling our name and saying, "Hey, Dre!" And Auntie Edna would say, "Dang, well, I know a lot of people." I said, "It's Baltimore." They know us. It's like everywhere you go, you never know who you're gonna see, and that's how it is here. You'll know a lot of people. Like you know a good amount of people because the city is big, but it's not big. Like
I was by myself for Artscape, y'all, because I was late again.
And and she's literally FaceTiming me and calling me like, "Where y'all at?" And I'm answering, but the phone's not picking up because of the network. But she even told me to send her my location, and I sent her the location. She still. I even told her where to park because parking was, to me, I loved it because
easy.
It was so easy. The lots were open. Kelly, of course, but I understand now, Kelly, your issue with coming down there because you were coming from the west side,
and also I got down there a little later than y'all.
And the direction you were coming in, it was heavy traffic. How we came in, it was easy because we came straight down 83 and got off before we hit downtown, and the lots were there, and the lots were even reasonable. It was only $8 to park for the whole,
and it was before the crowd.
For the crowd, yes, and it was good, and it was hot when we got down there. It was. We always complain, like we complained the whole weekend that it was cold in Towson. It was cold by the hotel, and I think because the building, how the hotel is structured, it was blocking the sun from beaming down. But as soon as we got into the city and we got out that van and stepped out, you felt the warm weather. Like I did not feel cold at all downtown until the sun started going down.
Right.
You could feel the breeze blowing, but when that whole crowd started coming to the stage, I got hot again. I was like, "Well, Jesus!" I was like, "Jesus!" And granted, I was so. This is funny at Artscape. We don't know that the main reason why we wanted to go is because my girl Fantasia was performing, and I wanted. I did it for Kai. It was for Kaya and Veronica because I was talking about Beyonce this, Beyonce that. And I'm like, no, y'all come and see my girl Fantasia in my city. And I'm glad that Kai was able to come down and enjoy herself. She said she enjoyed the festival, and of course it was her first time being in Baltimore. Whereas though that it was just a lot of people, and I was like, I didn't expect it to be that big of a crowd, but I enjoyed I'm gonna say Beyonce. I enjoyed Fantasia wholeheartedly. She put on a damn good show, and if you missed it, you didn't miss it. And she was mad. The next day, I was like, you missed that damn good show. She said, I ain't gonna talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I said, y'all, I'll tell y'all, we wanted to make sure you guys enjoy the weekend and have fun. Like, where can you go to see Tweet, Fantasia, the rapper Little Brother, Latoya Luckett? Where can you go to see all these artists for free?
Mm-hmm. And also, we didn't get to see her, but because she's a hometown girl, I don't know if anybody watched LA. I guess it's called LA Suits. There's Alexis that lived in Baltimore, born and raised. Her parents still live here. That's in that show. Gorgeous young lady. She was on the stage and she had a whole speech thing that she did and everything with the audience. And I didn't get to see her, but she was there as well. So it was a lot of celebrities
And
that were there.
And our very own Gabby Simone, who was on American Idol this season and got rigged, but she's actually my little sis. I know her personally. We did shows together back in the day, and
Wow.
she's my best friend's little cousin, blood cousin. She did her own set. They did a welcome home for her, and she did her own set, and she introduced Fantasia because Fantasia was her mentor for the show. So it
For free.
For free. Artscape was a really good experience for our city. And what's up, DC? What's up, big bro?
Hey.
Everybody saying hey. Listen, y'all did a phenomenal job. Hosting isn't easy, but y'all definitely thought about different ways to keep us entertained. Yes, we did. We wanted to make sure
Thank
y'all
you.
had a good time. Now, I wanted to get all the crying out of the way first before we started the weekend. So that's why we did our balloon release for Mr. his birthday. We did surprise Auntie Edna. And I knew she was going to cry. I know. We always emotional. Even though I didn't get a chance to meet Mr. personally, I followed them. And I felt like I knew him because I started watching them in 2019. And from 2019 until now, I felt like he was a part of the community like me. And I felt like I knew him genuinely. And he was a really genuine, sweet person. Like, he made sure Auntie Edna was fine. Made sure she always was good. And I seen that through all their videos, whether their lifestyle videos at home or them on their trips. And to see that process that he had to go through to go to the next afterlife, and to seeing how Auntie Edna went through it as well. I said, I really want to commemorate that and give her flowers then and there. And lo and behold, it was on the weekend of Bmorecation. That was the kicker for me. So I was like, I gotta do something. We gotta do something for that. So once again, Auntie Edna, I hope you really, really truly enjoyed that, because she was speechless. And if one thing about it, y'all know I'm a big crybaby. I'm
you ain't by yourself.
Right. I'm a huge crybaby. And I looked at and I said, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I said, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna get through this. That was the kicker to start off the weekend. I really, really, my heart was filled. I don't care if we did nothing else. I just want to make sure that she was happy and everybody else was happy, because it was his birthday.
Yes.
It was, and then when we went to the casino that night, I'm gonna kick Veronica in her tail. Veronica shows her behind. Okay, she shows her behind. This lady, we're driving down Green Street, and she sees the stadium. She winds down my window and yell out, "F the Ravens! F the Ravens! Go Pat!" I said, "You will not disrespect me in my vehicle." And she had on purple. She was talking about, "Well, I wore purple because I know that's the Ravens colors, but F the Ravens." She did it twice. I'm like, "Oh my God." She said, "I started to get out and do it." I said, "Veronica, don't do that, because in Baltimore we ride hard for our team. And I don't want to fight nobody for you." But it was just so funny. And I recorded it on my vlog. She was just like, every time we would rap out of stadium, F the Ravens, go Pat. So nobody cared about that funky cheese. And then she goes, "About yeah, Y'all got us out. Y'all got us out. Our team had COVID. That's not an excuse. Y'all sorry. Y'all Packers are sorry. That was just, I think that was just so funny. And she said, V said, I polo Michelle about the certificate for her address before she left her message. Oh, that's funny. Because Auntie Michelle did say that on my blog. She commented about getting the certificate, and she said, V said she already had sent her message for her address because, they moved.
Yes.
So congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations to them. That's why they could not make it to be with us that weekend. But we're so excited for new things and new blessings.
Yes.
Always. DC said 40 ain't old. Watch your mouth. Listen, I live with a 43-year-old. What you say? I'm getting there. I'm getting y'all. Like once you get up to there, you be forgetting stuff. The body.
Yeah.
Your body start to ache, and now,
it's crazy.
Hey, go David. My favorite vlog was when V said F the race. David, don't come for me. Scott, what's up? Hey, Scott. Thank you for coming. Hey, Scott. So yeah, everybody said hi to Scott. So that was those times that we that Friday and Saturday with. Oh, I didn't finish the casino. The casino, we got down there. No, the casino usually is lit, but I think it wasn't as packed because, of course, it's festival season, and Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, and what's the other one? Stephanie Mills was in town that week, that Friday, and everybody was at the concert. But as soon as we started leaving the casino, everybody started coming in.
Mm-hmm. It's that late night crew.
And that's when it gets turned up. But of course, it's like it felt like Embarkation Day. People were getting tired.
Mm-hmm. I was so tired.
Right.
I was so tired.
Right.
My allergies were bothering me. I was just like, oh my God.
Right. And then once I ate that pizza, and trust me, the casino got good pizza, y'all. I'm telling y'all. It
wasn't all that great to me like it used to be back in the day.
It was good to me, I think, because I was a little tipsy,
Yeah, I was sober, and it was good. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't eat it all.
Yeah, it was big to be a personal portion.
Yeah.
But after I ate that pizza, I got like really my whole energies like started coming down. And during the slot pool, we like to have high energy during the slot pool. And it's just, I think that's why we didn't win much, because our energy was like. First of all, we all laid out. Everybody in their own little areas, just like trying to eat and talking smack. I was like, Lord Jesus, this ain't gonna be a good one. Like our energy,
but it was nice.
We had
it
fun
was
though.
Good. Yeah, we were all full though.
Yes, Auntie Etta did win the side pot, so she basically won the pool. Auntie Etta was winning a lot this weekend. I'm thinking she was getting everything back this year.
Right, that was crazy.
I saw that you won left, right, center, and all that other stuff. So she get her money back, y'all. She said, I put out. I'm gonna get all my. I'm reaping everything. Okay, everything.
And that was my first time playing that.
See, you manifested all that, and we missed.
That was Edna putting whatever Edna, because for the slot pool, I don't keep dollars on me, and she said, "Oh, just cash at me. It's okay." So she put the money in for me. Same thing with left, center, right. She was like, "Oh, I got you $3." So if y'all want to win anything, get your money from Edna. Because she's walking around with a lucky charm in her right hip or something. I don't know. Get your money from Edna. You're gonna win.
So
thank you, Edna.
Friday was good. Had a good time. Saturday was good. Now Sunday, that was my emotional day.
Yeah.
Sunday, mind you, like I said, me and Brandon drove to and from PG County to be more every day. So by Sunday, my body was like, you done. But I said, no, we're gonna finish this strong. So Sunday, it was the game day. You guys played games that morning, had breakfast, and shout out to the breakfast crew, because that breakfast was good. I wish I was staying at the hotel. That they was at breakfast every day, posting in the group chat what they was eating, who they was with, all that. So shout out to y'all breakfast crew. Because the food looked good, and I wasn't getting up there early to get up there to go eat at all. But yeah. So Sunday, of course, while y'all were doing the games and making memories, we were still planning to make sure everything was good. For you guys on out, and let me tell you about this ride. I don't know. Should I say this? So it's the stuff that y'all do. I don't even think we even recorded it. I think Auntie Edna touched on it, and then she touched on it on Wind Down Wednesday. Wind Down Wednesday, I was trying to listen in church and watch it. But Sunday was very interesting and eventful, driving to the destinations. I picked up my grandmama on Sunday. I wanted everybody to meet my grandmama. And when she walked in, everybody was so happy to see her and greet her. My grandmother is always in some of my videos, but I wanted to get her out the house. Of course, it was a family and friends type of vibe. So I had her, and then I told Brandon to round everybody up at a certain time so we all could meet at Tiki Lee's together at the same time, because I had to go pick up the cake. So mind you, everybody was playing King's Cup. I don't know why you guys played King's Cup before we went to the last event. When I tell y'all, these people were out of it. Out of it. And my grandma, so and everybody's asking, like, well, what do we call your grandmother? I said we call her Mama. So everybody was calling my grandmother Mama. And she was like, oh, this is nice. I'm looking at her like, girl, this is nice. I'm like, girl, this grandma just okay. But when we were leaving, I told Veronica and Etna to get in my vehicle, of course, because I was driving them around all weekend. They were out of it. When I tell you, they said that was the longest version of King's Cup.
Oh my gosh.
Played. And Veronica, we on the side, so we're driving up 695. And Veronica's yelling at me like, slow down. So I'm like, I'm not driving fast. I'm not driving fast at all. Slow down. She said, I need to stop. I need to breathe. I need a bag. I'm like, a bag. I said, oh. I'm like, oh, wow. So I'm on 695 that turns to 702. And I had to pull on the side of the road to go in my trunk to get this girl a bag. So then we go to the place, to the market, to pick up the cake. I get out the car to go get the cake. I come back. My grandmother's out the car. Veronica's leaning over. And Edna was like, Trey, I gotta go back for.
Oh my gosh.
So, V did get a little sick, but we made sure that she was okay. My grandmother looked at me like, I got her. And then Veronica was like, you might want to go check on Edna. So I'm going through the market, going in the back to go to the bathroom. All these people are in line. Like I went to use the bathroom myself, but people are in line. People are in line waiting to use the bathroom. So I come back out, and people are still waiting to go use the bathroom. I'm like, why are y'all still waiting to go use the bathroom? That's when the bathroom holding everybody up. Auntie Edna is holding everybody up in the bathroom. She said people had to show her where the bathroom was, and they started questioning, like, was she okay?
Oh no.
So I'm sitting there waiting, like, I hope she didn't fall into the stall or. She come out, bust out laughing like, oh my God, Trey, you found me. And she's holding on to me, trying to get her out. Y'all, this is the stuff we don't record. She's holding on to me for dear life. Like, oh my God, Dre, I'm so glad you came and rescued me. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know where we're going. People's looking at me like crazy. Like they tried to help me, but I'm not from here. I don't know where I'm at. I was like, oh God. Thank God I did come find her. leaving on the way to Tiki Lee's, they are out of it in my backseat. I said, what were you guys pouring in this King's cup? I'm like, what you guys drinking in your own cup playing King? Did you play King's Cup? Auntie Ada?
Oh no, sir.
Oh
Nope.
my God. What were you guys drinking? Oh my God. And then probably because Fats had that Shay drink.
Woo.
Too, and I drank some of that. And I was like, granted, that Shay drink did go down smooth. I'm not a dark liquor type of person, but it did go down smooth. But once it went down, you just felt all that warmthness here. Kelly, you tried the Shay drink, didn't you?
Nope.
Did Kelly, you drank some?
You said that I do what?
Yes.
You drank some of the Shay drink?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't that like it went down smooth, but it burned on the inside?
It was very smooth. Yeah.
But who that I felt that, and I only had a of it. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I still say Anejo is worse than that Shay drink. I mean, Anejo, that's a nasty hoe. That Anejo is a nasty hoe. David said Fats wanted to go to the hood. We did go to the hood. So anyway, so at Tiki Lee's, we did eat. I was disappointed with Tiki Lee's that day, but because I had better service. But all in all, people said it still turned out okay. People still had a good time. They were able to see some of the water. If I don't know, Tiki Lee's is like an island beach style type of restaurant on the water. We took a group picture there. We tried to take a group picture everywhere we went, just for keepsakes. But my highlight, of course, and of course, Auntie Ada and Kelly's highlight was giving away the awards that day, and showing our love and appreciation to everyone that actually came out. We gave away awards to the Running Back Ministries, to people who really connect with our YouTube community. Especially, I did want to highlight Auntie Sis. Auntie Sis, she always makes sure our branding is on point. Even though Auntie Edna does make t-shirts, but Auntie Sis does as well. And you can always hit her up, and she will do fans. She did fans for people that came. Yes. She did t-shirts. She always makes like different stuff. Like she made me a bag that I wanted to give away with my picture stuff on it. I know she done some stuff for you, Auntie Etta.
She made mine. She made the one I carried.
Right.
She made shirts. She's made the magnet cards. What else? A lot. A lot.
Well, I made sure I wanted to honor her because like she don't have to do it, but she does it out of the kindness of her heart. Of course, and she does charge as well for service. So I mean, pay these people that we really do support. Like, make sure you guys pay them, and it's quality stuff. It's quality stuff.
We love her stuff.
I wanted to make sure I wanted to honor. Yes, I love it, and I still got my stuff. It's keep away because I don't want nothing new. I wanted to be damaged and stuff like that. So, but I want to make sure that we honored. I want to honor Mama Janice and Mr. Ken. One, because of course, they're up in age. They don't have to come out and travel and do all that. Right. She don't have to bake and always cook for us. But she does it out of her heart. She asks us what do we want, and she's supplied. And she's always a great support, both of them. And it's just like it's so humbling talking to Mr. Ken. Like, he literally like reminds me of my grandfather. Because we were having he pulled me to the side at Tiki Lee's, and we were having a good discussion, and it brought back memories of talking to my grandfather because he was talking about fishing, and my grandfather used to take me and my brother fishing when we were kids. I was like, oh, this is like weird. It's like weird, like because he was asking the area and do people go out on boats and do fishing. I was like, yo, my grandfather used to take me and my brother fishing as kids, and we used to have these type of conversations. So I love, like, every time we go on vacations, and like different staycations, I always want to make sure I have a conversation with Mr. Ken, because he pours out
Yes.
so much wisdom to
Yeah.
us, and like I love that in him. Of
Yeah.
course, Mama Janice as well. She's just an
Mm-hmm.
amazing person. But yeah, we want them, and then of course we make sure that we honored all the birthdays in May, because everybody came around their birthday time, especially
Mm-hmm.
Mags, because Mags ended. It was her birthday weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Mags ended that birthday trip for, it was a birthday trip for her. So, and Auntie Etta was nice to contact the state's attorney's office. And I don't even know why, when I read this, I went back and listened to the video. I don't know why I called him Joan. I think I was out of it. And
It was a lot. It was a lot
the
that
way
day.
the way the manuscript was written on the certificate, I said Joan Bay. I said, that's not that man's name. That man's name was Alfie. But it was a very a
It's
good
fine.
thing that Auntie Etta was actually able to hit up her people, her connect, to get that done, and it was very authentic certificates from the state of Maryland for the birthday people, and they got special gifts with that as well. And Brandon was, I can tell Brandon was extremely shocked. Brandon don't, and I'm glad we saved that for last, because everybody really cheered him on. This is the thing about Brandon, and everybody could chime in. Me being his partner, and living with him for all these years, Brandon don't expect much. Brandon does things out of kindness of his heart. He is a tourist, whereas though he does give and want to make sure everybody's good. He is
Mm-hmm.
a Southerner. He's from Texas, so he when you think about Brandon, you do think about that Southern hospitality. And the kicker was, if we were in our house in time for this, we were planning to be in our new place before this, Brandon was going to cook for everybody, because nobody has not tasted Brandon's cooking yet. Brandon is a beast in the kitchen. Kelly can testify. Kelly can testify. Brandon is a beast in the kitchen. So later down
Yes,
on,
Brandon can really cook, and he can hook up some drinks too.
yes, he can. Yes, he can. So to honor him, and he doesn't expect that, to honor him was really, really special to me. And I'm glad that even Auntie Ada even mentioned to do that for his birthday, because his birthday is in May too. His birthday was the weekend before Bmorecation. And you could tell, if you look at the videos, he was shocked to even get something, because he don't look for anything. And so that's why I go over the top and be extra honoring him, and he don't like that either. But that's just me, because he didn't have to do it, but he did it anyway. And I always want to celebrate him. I always want to make sure he is good, because he had to deal with that van. That van crew.
Child, let me tell you, he did some driving.
Yes,
He did some driving,
give us the
and
experience of the van.
and he dealt with a lot of personalities. Okay, he's such a but that's just how my dad was, just like that. But my dad wanted his attention. He didn't play. He was like, you want to acknowledge me always. But he's such a soft, smooth spirit that you would never even know if he was irritated about anything. He may just, like, okay, yeah, well, okay. But he took a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate Brandon to the fullest.
I got a mouthful in text message.
He took a lot.
Like, okay. He was like, yeah. But he didn't mind. He really enjoyed it, and he really like.
And we appreciate that.
So yeah, and even Auntie Edna and Auntie V noticed that when delegation, because even though we were coming to be around you guys and experience that, Brandon was out making drinks. I was like, are we hosting but she really appreciated it. Like, baby, Brandon made sure that everybody is fine. So
yes,
I included him in the running back security, because always making sure that we are always good. Even though Big Dre and Dante and all three of them have not been around each other yet, all three of them are security. Like Brandon is a part of that security, the security, because he always makes sure we're good. V said Fantasia screaming ass. Fantasia don't scream, she squalls. She's from the church. It's two different things. Get it together. Let me say nothing about Bill. I'm not going to touch that topic, okay? I'm not gonna get that because she want me to act out of character. I'm like, go get that. I'm not gonna do it. And all these daggone nobody asked for no bees. So I'm just going through some of the comments. Did anybody want to, Kelly or Auntie Etta, y'all want to mention anything that y'all really truly enjoyed or saw?
Kelly.
Well, I truly enjoyed the car ride back from Tiki Lee's. So I was riding around JT, Kisha, and Sister. And y'all already know, anywhere Kisha is, it's going to be a time. Kisha had me cracking up the entire ride. Oh, and JT was so irritated in the front seat. They were going back and forth. I was like, this is what I love.
Mm-hmm.
Kisha is Kisha. Like, Kisha is who she is on YouTube and in person. And I love it.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Kels. David David gets on my nerves, y'all. He's talking about me. He said, how much was the engagement ring? You two make a cute couple. Ain't no engagement ring. David. Mama Janice is here. Hey, Mama Janice.
Hi, Miss Janice.
Yes,
Hey,
we,
Announcements. I think
we
someone else said hi to me, but I can't comment in the chat, y'all. So.
right. Pamela L said, hey, Cal. Hey, Pamela L. Pamela's here. Me talking about the Eagles. We ain't gonna talk about them birds. It's only one bird we talk about, and that's the Raven. And the Orioles. We didn't talk about them either. But everybody saying and they said we had too much time on our hands. Y'all had a lot of time. Y'all was doing a lot. But like we said, that's what we wanted you guys to do. We wanted you guys to enjoy yourself. And even though that we weren't there to do certain things, once again, we were making sure y'all was good for the next event that we had planned. So and of course, we ended the weekend crying because all y'all made me cry giving out these awards. But I cried giving out the awards to Kelly and Auntie Ada because, like I said, they really, they were the glue to this whole weekend. I did express, everybody on in Alaska was like, well, Dre, it's your turn, host your city. I said, yeah, but I'm gonna need some help because one, at the time I was living in New York. But then when I moved down to Baltimore, it was easy having Kelly and Auntie Ada there to push me to do that. But like I said, they were the best. Like we were a team.
No, thank you, Dre. You was the best.
There was no arguments. There was no disagreements. We heard each other's views and opinions like that, and we worked together to make it right. Like there was nothing negative I could say about this team at all. We did the damn thing right, and I wouldn't say that I wouldn't do it again. I mean, I would do it again.
I'm not.
I ain't doing it again.
I'm not.
I would do it again, but I would do it differently. Now I see with the group, they don't need to go a lot of places to be entertained. They would have been fine sitting right there in the hotel lobby, playing games, playing cards, drinking, talking. That's all they needed. They weren't hard to please. But like you said at the beginning, Dre, I feel like we are such like perfectionists, and we just wanted to make sure they had something to do at all times when really it was just the little things that they were looking for. So I would
that's how delegation was.
That's exactly how delegation was. And granted,
and I will say this, probably because of the perfectionism, you had the right three. We did not, as hard as we tried, we did not physically meet up not one time
at all.
We sure did,
and got it all done.
At all. We did not meet, and we planned to do lunch and stuff, but like we said,
let me tell y'all something. My first time meeting y'all in person was my first time meeting Miss Etta in person.
Yep.
That was, yes, Kelly, it was.
It was, yeah. It was.
Because it's funny because before we left to go to Bmorecation for Alaska, Kelly came over and we had a little bon voyage party. I told Kelly before she left, I said, you gonna help me do this this they talking about it. I said, when since you're here and you're in our community, you gonna help. You're gonna be a part. So, and when I came back, it was go time. But yeah, we did not meet up one time. Everything was either a phone call or we were texting in our chat. That is crazy. And like I said,
that was good.
Yeah, that was good. There was no disagreements. There were no issues. We all made it happen. We put up what we needed to put up, and it worked. Oh, excuse me, it worked out. Mm-hmm. David, no, I'm not going to Greece. I wish I was, but I know I'm not going to Greece. I'm not going to vacation. She said, V said, bull, he was driving fast. I was not driving fast, V. Listen, how y'all drive in Chicago and how we drive here in Baltimore is different. We got open lanes. We drive. Just because you in a rural area of suburban Chicago in the countryside, so you say, y'all can't drive like we drive. Listen. And let me tell you how Veronica came to Baltimore and disrespected us eating crabs. And I told her, if I can't see in the vlogs, I told her, don't you dare come to Baltimore and disrespect our food when y'all got that nasty ass thick pizza in Chicago. And she said, I don't even eat that pizza. That's for tourists. I said, well, here in Baltimore, we eat the crabs. Our tourists eat the crabs. Listen, we love our food. I don't care. You're going to learn how to eat these crabs today. And between me and Auntie's sister, we made sure we taught. Kaya did a good job. Kaya did a good job eating them crabs.
Yeah.
Once she started licking her fingers, she said, yeah.
She said,
We got her. I said, we got her. But that daggone V want to eat crabs with gloves on, want to be using the mouth. I said, nah, baby, go back to Chicago.
My sister used gloves too.
But the seat, you got to get.
I know.
But I had to stop. Because the seasoning started breaking me out a little bit because I can't consume too much because I ate a lot as growing up. But I'm gonna eat me some crabs. I'll take a Benadryl. I'm gonna eat some oh snap! Not they're laughing at my grandmother. V said she's scared my grandmother. Yeah, I told them. I said, trust me, my grandmother been through and seen through worse with my family. This ain't nothing to her. But
that's hilarious.
And I went over to my grandmama's house a couple days later. She said, I really enjoyed your people. She said, I really liked they were really, really nice and sweet to me. I said, I'm glad.
That's good.
She said, so now I know who you go out of town with because every time I always go, she said, you going again? I'm like, yes, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going on a group-cation or something. She said, you always gone. But I'm like, now you see who I'm with and how we act. She said, oh, well, you good. You good. Hey, Event Chores, what's up? She said, what's up, Taya? What's up, Taya? How you doing, baby?
Hey, girlie.
Auntie JT said, meanwhile, I'm stuck in Cal's we talked about that. She was stuck with Kelly and sister and Kisha in Kelly car that Sunday. Well, I made that happen because Auntie Kish came down that Sunday because she had an emergency and she did explain it in her vlog, and I was like, wow, and you still came after all that happened. Well, I'm glad she was able to come on. She had a good time.
Thank you, Kisha.
Thank you, Auntie Kisha. She had a
that was a wonderful surprise.
Yes,
that was wonderful.
Because when they came down and I looked, I said, I don't see that light-skinned lady with y'all that turns up. So I said, I don't see my Auntie Kish.
I know.
I got bummed out, but then I said, well, we shall go on. And then what happened? She popped up on Sunday.
Yes.
I love Auntie Kish. Kisha and Vicky were one at King's Cup versus JT Live on the floor. I mean V. I don't know. And see, I missed all of that, but I'm glad we got the video so I can go back and watch because even I could not see what was going on in the van because I was driving my own vehicle. So Auntie Ada got stuff out of the van and I got stuff of my car to see how people were acting in my truck, and I got to see how people were acting in the van, and I ain't gonna say my thoughts about certain people in the van. I'm like, y'all doing too much. Yeah. This is what I was gonna say. How you gonna steal something out of the restaurant? I'm gonna get you, and you know who I'm talking to. I'm gonna get you. Did you see that, Kelly?
No, what happened? I'm sorry. What happened?
Somebody took something out of the restaurant
No, took what?
and posted it up in the van. And Auntie Edna recorded it. It was either Auntie Edna or
I think
Kaya.
it was Kaya.
Kaya recorded it.
Yes, it was Kaya.
Somebody stole something at the restaurant. I said, "You ain't gonna take our good name." But it was fine. It's fine. But now nobody ran out. Anybody ran out real fast. That's another topic for another day. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna get down to the rest of the comments, and then we can close out for the day. Everybody saying hi. Tanya saying hi to everybody. We're saying hi. So V said, "I love my buddy, Mr. Ken. He is so cool. Yes, he is amazing. He is amazing.
He's such a sweetheart. I had my little time sitting off talking to him. He's very sweet.
And that's the thing, and that's what we love. Like, we can have our moments with everybody and really enjoy each other's company. And it's as though when we leave, we may not see each other for a good period of time, but when we get back together, we will start where we left off at. That is what I love. Even though we don't see each other for periods of time, that's what I love, that we always can pick up where we left off. And with them two, Mama Janice and Mr. Ken, they always pour out wisdom, especially to me. And that's what made me love Mama Janice from day one when she came into my vlogs. I said, yeah, that's my heart, because she's gonna make sure I'm good.
And Miss Janice don't play.
She don't.
I love Miss Janice. Oh my God.
She don't play about her people. That's one thing she don't do. If you in her good graces, she gonna make sure she gonna make sure that you good. She don't play about her at all.
Yes.
At all. That Caribbean will come out of her. Don't play
I love
with
it.
her. Don't play with her people.
And Miss Andrea, that's her name?
Miss Andrea.
Yes. She is so New York. Oh my God, I love
Brick
her.
House. Like, I fell in love with her when she came. She rode down with us to Delegation. And like I said, when I first met Auntie Andrea, she came to our house. She sat down in our house. And I felt like when we were talking, I knew her for a long time. Like, I knew her.
That's so crazy, right?
Like, she was like, feel like one of my grandmother's sisters or something from back in the day. We had a good conversation. But when I tell you, Auntie Andrea, she'll tell you, that goose will make you loose, and that baby, she will be loose like ain't none other. I love her. She reps New York to, like, listen, she reps New York, okay?
Yeah. She easy to love.
Easy to love. And she'll tell you like it is, 100%. She'll tell you like it is. And I love it. No cut cards or nothing. I love her.
Yeah.
Mama Janice said, we both love you to pieces. Everyone we connected with. Yes, we love you back.
Yeah, we love you, Miss Janice.
Auntie Etta here. I'm Annie here. She said, happy Sunday, Dre, Miss Etta in the game. I think Kelly had popped off. Yes, we love you, Auntie Annie, and them oatmeal cream pies.
Oatmeal cream pies.
The bomb. And I love how she set up her vlogs. When we got to Conrad's, she sat at our table. She was setting up her thing like, I'm gonna get all this. Just like she did for Bmorecation, and for Delegation, and got that right. She said, I'm gonna get this, y'all funny crap. I'm gonna get this.
Yes.
So that was that. Everybody saying hi. Miss Annie said hi, Kelly. Mama Janet said the team is top notch, and we appreciate everything y'all did, more than you know. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then V said, laughing my ass off. Them crabs was too much work. I'll stick to crab legs. But I'm just like Auntie Etna. Growing up here, Maryland crab, that's all we ate. And
went in.
My mom, my aunts, my great aunts, my grandmother's siblings, all that. My family, we used to eat crabs every weekend in a relative house. buying bushels and bushels of crabs, and we're eating.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing they told us as kids, they said, if you can't pick this, get away from the table, because at the end of the day, you're not wasting our money, because everybody will put up $20 and we'll get bushels of crabs. They said, if you can't eat these crabs right, if you can't pick them or open them up, get away from the table.
You learn early.
And don't pick over them neither.
And don't pick over me, but you're not gonna waste our money. And that's how we learn to eat our crabs. But we didn't start eating snow crab legs until I was about like a teenager.
That's like a new thing.
I still don't eat them.
That was something
never
exquisite to us. Like we wasn't a snow crab leg until like the early 2000s. Like that wasn't nothing for us, even though they were good. They were just more sweeter than
I'm a seafood boil girl. I prefer seafood boils over whole crabs anyway. But I can get down on the crab. I mean, I am from Baltimore.
Yeah, I guess I'm about to pull your car, babe. I'm about to pull your car. But no, I loved eating crabs growing up, and that's probably why I'm allergic to the seasoning now, because I done ate so much and consumed so much growing up. That's all we knew every weekend.
We did a lot growing up too. Yeah,
that was the thing. We used to go to Waverly Crab Shack on Greenmount, or it was another crab place on Greenmount on 27th Street. We used to go there and get our crabs, or Eastside Pride, all that. Like, it's a lot of crab places in Baltimore. You can go get some good crabs from. I don't hear nobody saying that one place is nastier from the other. Like, you know how to cook them right. Like, even if you get them live, like my dad's mom used to steam her crabs and put beer and everything in it, and it was so freaking good.
Yeah.
So good.
I'd be in the kitchen running because my mother loved getting the live ones. She had friends that used to go out. Then my brother-in-law would go out and they running around the kitchen floor. Nope. Y'all go right on jumping out the pot.
Right. They fight each other.
All over the stove. I'm like, man,
Yeah. And granted, we got more seafood just than crabs. We got shrimp. I love eating shrimp. We got crab cakes. Our crab cakes are thick. And my grandmother had got a crab cake at Tiki Lee's. Thick, big. And it got to be jumbo lump. And then, you got our oysters, clams, mussels, all that. But we are the crab state. We are the crab city. People come to Bmore for crabs. So we're going to close on out of here. Any last thing you got to say, Kelly, to everybody before we close out?
Just thank you all for coming. I really enjoy everybody's company and finally putting the face to names. And I can't wait to see you all again.
Yeah. Auntie Etta, you got any last word?
I was very happy that everybody came and had a great time. It just makes it, make me more anxious for the next time that we gather. And I love y'all. I'm glad everybody made it home safely. And I will see y'all in the chats.
Yes.
I do want to say one more thing. Now I see how you all feel at the end of y'all cruises and stuff when y'all are sad and crying. Because when I left out of the hotel that Saturday night and I was driving home, I'm like, it's over. Like, oh my God.
It's so fast. So fast.
Yeah, it is sad, but it's bittersweet.
Yeah. It is.
So I would say this, I'll piggyback on everybody. Like, we had a great time. I was exhausted at the while. Like, I didn't go to work for 2 days. So, like, I took off the day after Memorial Day weekend because my body was like, no. But I'm finally getting back to, and just like Kelly and Auntie Etta said, it was sad to leave everybody, but knowing that I'll see everybody again, because we do have some things planned. Hopefully, I can make it to some of these next couple groupations and trips. But if I don't, I still know how to get to y'all, because I do have a graduation coming in November. I did graduate from college in November, and like all my money now was starting to go into all of that and celebration and all that stuff. So it's fine. But I just thank everybody for coming out. All the memories we made. I was so shocked that we had people coming from all over Oklahoma, Chicago, Ohio, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, PA, Alabama, Atlanta, Virginia. It was people just coming from all over, and then some people could not make it, and they did let us know. But I was just so happy that everybody that came, we thought about us, and on to the next one, because I know it's been said that 2027 may be Bmorecation. So we putting our hands into Kaya. So so Kaya, you got it next in 2027. You do your thing, girl. Let's see what you can do in Alabama. We are excited. So but if you're watching and you want to be a part of us, just subscribe to all our channels. There are some cations coming up in the future. We have for the Love of Football in February with Life of V, but DC On Demand is the contact person for that if you would like to be a part of that cation, as well as groupcation that Auntie Edna is hosting in August of next year. You can contact Life with V if you want to be a part of that groupcation. And then other trips here and there, And if you want to just kind of vulnerable and see us, just pop up, hit us up. We'll be here. But we're going to end this Power Hour session. Thank you to Auntie Etta and to Kelly for coming on. Just giving y'all our thoughts about planning and what happened. If you have not watched the vlogs yet, please watch the vlogs. Watch Kelly on Instagram, because she need to hurry up and get on YouTube. She might as well just create a YouTube channel. Just come on and just create a YouTube channel.
Just switch them over.
Like you literally vlogging on Instagram. Just come on to YouTube. Be in the chats all week. If you don't know who to watch throughout the week, you can go to anybody of our channels and see who's live throughout the week. We just thank you guys for just spending time with us. We did it, y'all. We did it.
Yeah.
Thank
y'all.
Yes, we got the memories in our vlogs, but I'm going to go ahead and get ready for church. I see Kelly's out shopping.
Yes. Enjoy your Sunday, guys.
Yes, enjoy.
So
I'm doing my nothingness.
Yes, nothingness. I'm tired. But we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We love you guys. And y'all know how I do when I go out. I do peace up.
Peace
Deuces. Love y'all. I'm going to get this head off now. Deuces. Love y'all.
Bye.